Hello. Happy Monday, everybody. Hello, hello. How are y'all heckin' doing on this magical week? It's almost Christmas. Oh my goodness. Hope you're all staying cozy and warm out there. Hello, Pistols the Pirate, Mr. Comic Wolf, Chinese Legolas, meowie wowie. Hi, guys. Welcome in. It's another stream. It's another art stream. I'm starting a brand new model number 2. I finished model number 1. I learned so much, and yet there's still much more to learn. There's much more to practice, so let's get into it, shall we? Let's talk. Hi, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. It is I, Ripley Boo, and I am bringing you another live 2D stream. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited because today I'm starting model 2 of 4 for my vampire project, where I rig 4 vampire models total for 4 friends of mine who agreed to take part in a Vampire the Masquerade one-shot that will happen once I have all the art assets in place. Once all the art assets in place, we can actually play together. They've been so heckin' patient so far, because I think it took me about 3 months to rig Vittorio, and even though I do consider Vittorio currently finished, there is a possibility that I'll need to go back and fix some things, because I've completed Vittorio. I packaged Vittorio up. I sent Vittorio to Ranger Commander, the man who will be piloting Vittorio, and I just asked him, like, hey, play around with the model. If you ask me any questions, and then if you notice anything weird or broken, let me know, and I'll do what I can to fix them. So far I haven't heard back from him, but I know it's Christmas time. People are busy. You know how it go. Thank you for the cat ears. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, how are all you guys doing? Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Hope you guys are excited for Christmas. Hope everything is good. Sounds cool. Never actually played Vampire the Masquerade, but I love the game with all its faults. Yeah. The video game Bloodlines, the first one, it's a cult classic. With don't play Bloodlines bare bones. You have to get Bloodlines, and then you have to get like the fan-made patches into the game to make it playable, and it's really enjoyable after you do that. After you do that, it's really heckin' good. Yeah, 3 days left. Oh my gosh, time is heckin' flying by. It's flying. But how are we to appreciate the mod without playing vanilla? I mean, I'm not your mom. If that's how you want to play, I can't stop you. But having played vanilla myself and played the mod, I would say just play the mod. I want you guys to love yourselves, practice self-care, and self-care as far as Bloodlines is concerned is using the mod from the jump, because you're not missing anything by playing by not playing vanilla. You're not missing anything. The only thing you're skipping is pain. Who needs pain? Nobody. Nobody, I say. Nobody. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. I'm really excited to get started. I did a little bit of work on James here. We're starting it up with James McKellen, who is a Hecata vampire. This is one of those Skyrim situations where people add a ton of mods. No. It's not like Skyrim. It's not like Skyrim. The problem with Bloodlines is that upon like release, the game was broken and buggy and a mess. Which I feel like is part of the reason why it didn't do as good. I also think it released at the same time of one of the Half-Life games, so it was kind of doomed from the start. But despite being released broken, because there's so much love for Vampire and there was talent in someone like took it upon themselves to fix it through modding. So they actually made it playable, and they also added content. Like they added content that initially was incomplete, which is really cool. And yeah, it makes it really neat. Although I will say, like, I don't know if it's vanilla, if it was added by mods. Like, there's things in the mod that, like, it's a lot of quality of life fixes, but there's changes as well. Because one time I played, I remember distinctly that, like, a figure would, like, appear in smoke and then disappear. And then the most recent time I played it and I had updated the mod before then, the puff of smoke guy was just nowhere to be found. Just gone. So things are always changing as well. Due to engine use requirements. Aha, yeah. There's a whole forum culture wars over some of them. Oh my gosh. But that being said, there are mods for Bloodlines that I still haven't tried out that I'd love to at some point. Like, for example, I know there was someone made a mod that allowed you to play as several different clans, because like in the base game you have a set list of clans that you can play from, and this mod let you play as like clans that at the time I was like, that seems way too complex to me, but I know now. They like, I think they had the Banu Hakim, followers of Set, I think like the different branches of Hecata, because Hecata used to be like in Bloodlines, the Hecata is just the Giovanni, but that's because there's just like so many subclasses in under the umbrella of Hecata. So they included some of those as well. What else did they include? I don't know if they had the Salubri. I think they had Samitsi and La Sombra. You gotta have La Sombra and Samitsi. Yeah, anyway, there are actual mods that you could like download, and I haven't actually messed with the mods that are out there for Bloodlines, but I'd like to eventually. That would be fun. Yeah, no, vampires, a lot of fun, and there's a lot of people in the community who are really, really heckin' cool. Yeah. So, speaking of Hecata, this is also Hecata. This is James. I did some prep work on him. I got all the clipping layers clipped, so he's looking very good. Aside from the fact that he has four forearms. I was thinking about where I wanted to start with him, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get like the general meshes down on all of the layers, and then after that, I want to get the toggles in place first. I think I'm gonna get toggles set up, and then we'll kind of start with eyeballs after that. Hello, crazy. Hello. Yeah, pull out 4 lightsabers. Watch out, man. But yeah, I just have this because I forget the start, and I realize in watching the beginning of this tutorial that I had already watched all the way through for my first model, that I've been pronouncing the YouTuber's name wrong. All this time I've been saying her name wrong, and I want to say a sincere apology to Merely Ufe. I'm so sorry. I've been mispronouncing your name. God damn it. But yeah, I just need to get to the point where I can make the meshes, I think. I gotta make the meshes first. Oh, I forgot that you could select multiple layers at once. Oh my god. The one thing I'm really happy about, because I went back and I prepped the layers a little bit. What's a good example? So I actually went back and I named the layers like R and L. I didn't do that for the first model, but I did it for this model, and I'm very happy. Okay. Control A. Wow. Okay. Okay, so you want to auto mesh and preset it to standard. Wow. Look at those dots. Look at those dots. In a way, when I was prepping this model, it's in ways it's more complicated than Vittorio. So it's actually good that this was the second model, because like there's going to be some new challenges with this one that wasn't present in Vittorio. So the challenge, it don't end. It don't end. And now that I have the dots, I'm going to save just in case he's going to follow for a little while longer. It says highlight the head. Oh, but it didn't deselect. Okay, hold on. There, go like that. Then select the head. Okay, and then it just wants me to deselect stuff that isn't in the head, which makes sense. So don't need the jacket collar back. Don't need the shirt. Don't need the shirt collar back, or the neck, or the details on the neck, or the cowl of the coat. It did get a lot of the jacket. There we go. That's looking like the entirety of the head. Good. Good gravy, that's crazy, right? It's nuts. Okay. Okay, so we got that. All right, what do I need to do? Right, rotation deformer. Now, I remember when I did this last time, it like, I had to go back and fix it. But it wasn't a bad thing to set up. So I'm going to set it up again this time as well. Okay. We're holding control and dragging it to the center of the chin. Oh my God, did I nail it? I think I nailed it like straight out of the gate. I'm so good. Holy shit. All right. Aligns with the nose. It does align with the nose, but like, do you want like the little dot to stop at the start of the nose? How do I drag that? It's been a while, guys. It's been a minute. Okay, hold on. Nailed it. Yeah. There we go. Maybe like there. Okay, and also, did you guys notice? I had a chance when I was like preparing this off stream and getting everything clipped and all neat and stuff. I also preemptively created the same file or folders, parameter folders that currently exist on Vittorio. So I created them and I color coded them so that they're very pleasing to the eye. It looks like either a sunrise or a sunset. I love it. I love it very much. So yeah, so the parameter I'm looking for is in head and body, angle Z, adding 3 keyforms, dragging it to the left. Okay, so here's the thing. I remember back when I first followed this tutorial, I tried to mirror her as most as best as I could, and she tilts it pretty far, right? She tilts it pretty heckin' far. So I was doing that with my model as well. But later on, when you got the shoulder tilt as too, so like the whole body tilt, that head was tilting so much, I had to tweak it. Chances are I'll probably have to tweak it again here, but I don't think I'm going to tilt it as much as I did previously, knowing what I know. The head's still going to tilt. It's just not going to tilt like, it's just not going to go like that, you know? I don't think I had it tilt that much. I think it was like tilting here, which is still a lot. Maybe I'll go like a little more. As a treat. We could tilt a little more as a treat. I could just imagine the model looking around the corner and it's yeah. Yeah, I think that is possible. Right. And then I can reflect the motion, which is motion mirroring. So that he just automatically tilts the other way. Look at that. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Okay, so now we need to make the neck tilt with it a little bit. It's interesting, actually, that, like, this happens first, you know? Wild to me. Okay, so we need the neck. And all the details of the neck, I believe. Yeah, and then warp deformer. Help if I spelled neck correctly. Okay, neck Z. Okay, now this is something that, especially now this is my second time, I have to keep this in mind. Because, yeah, whenever you create a warp deformer, there's a chance that the warp deformer that becomes created is a little off center. And you can tell based off of, like, the apple here, that is the case here. It's a little off center. Oh, but I gotta hit the right key. Which key is it? Is it this one? I always forget. Nope, it's not that one. Probably this one. There we go. Okay, just gonna do my best to get it as center as I can. That looks pretty good. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, and then if I do Control Alt and I drag on the side, I can make it pull in a little bit. Okay. I hate that they changed the names of, like, the divisions, because, like, I'm never sure if what I have is what it matches up, right? Okay. Okay. I think it's this one. Yeah. That did the same sort of thing, I think. Okay, and then we're matching the neck to the head tilt. Now, this is something that, like, I remembered at the start of it, and then later on, it would have been helpful then too, but I totally forgot that you could do this. Okay, I think I could probably tilt like a little bit more. Yeah, it looks good. That looks good to me. Okay, we can reflect this motion as well. So I will absolutely motion mirror. There. Look at that. So much already progress. Love it. Okay, save the progress. It's crazy how seeing all of this, or how all this works, right? So I find it so neat. And it's interesting to see like what parts of like rigging a model is really complicated and what parts like you might think is complicated, but not really. I'm gonna make sure I save again. Okay, right now she's talking about like add and multiply. There's actually, I think there's some layers here that need to be multiply. I'll just keep that in mind for myself. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off for now because they're gonna move on to eye rigging, and I don't want to do eye rigging just yet. We're gonna get to eye rigging almost like magic, right? But before we do eye rigging, I want to set up the toggles ahead of time. So that they're kind of taken care of. This is kind of an experiment. I don't know if taking care of the toggles now will make work more difficult down the line, but I kind of like the idea of like just having it set up so that they're set up and they're there for when I need them. So I'm going to pop into my toggles folder, which currently has nothing, and start working on toggles. I think I'm going to start with the most obvious one, the arms. So I'll create this one. I'm going to call this parameter frenzy arms. Oh, wait, never mind. I put it on the wrong line. Here. Frenzy arms. Now, the thing to remember about toggles, and I'm glad that it like defaults here, is the minimum needs to be 0 and the maximum needs to be 1. Apparently that's how it has to be for all toggles. So I'm not going to mess with that. Though I will say, I don't know why it's like that. Hopefully I'll figure that out. So we have the parameter, and now it's time to pick on everything that will be included in there. So. Hello, Nova. Hello, hello. Okay, well, that looks like the entirety of that arm, which is good. Ugh. Okay, I just have to think. Because I want to set the toggle, but there's multiple ways that I can do that. Oh, fishing. I knew I was forgetting something. Thank you for fishing. Hold on. There we go. Unless it's broken. It looks like it might be broken. What is happening with lurkbait fishing? I noticed my computer's doing something weird. I don't know if it's my computer or what exactly. Lurkbait fishing just straight up crashed. There's some weirdness happening. Okay, there we go. Just try again. Okay, there. Now you can fish. Now you can heckin' fish. I could do a rotation deformer, and I wonder if I can... Oh, we're just gonna... Okay, hold on. Let's just do it for science. Okay, we'll call this our frenzy arm. Because, yeah, if I said zero opacity, does that affect the whole thing? It does. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to rename this one toggle. In case I want to have like a different deformer rotate or what have you. I'm still learning, you know? And I want to have it so that it rotates and it makes sense. And so far, if I have it there, the elbow would lift up too much. That's not good. Maybe here. Yeah, I think that's way better. Okay, and then we put the 2 here. So the idea is when it's on, you'll see the frenzy arm and the other arm will be off. So here we want opacity to be 0. And then it turns on. Although, whoa. That'll definitely need some finessing because as it turns on, it looks a little weird. It's looking a little strange, but that would be the general idea. I don't know if like putting an opacity on like a rotation deformer is the smartest idea, but worst case, I feel like I should be able to tweak it later, right? I feel like for other toggles, that the toggles that I did on Vittorio, all of them were dealing with warp deformers, not rotation deformers. So interesting, interesting. That's too much. That's too much of the sleeve. Lower arm, lower. Okay, we don't want the upper sleeve. There we go. Okay, so let's try an experiment, shall we? Let's put all of these into a warp deformer and see what that does. Science. And then if one looks noticeably better than the other, so yeah, opposite to the frenzy arm, when this is on, we want the lower arm to have 0 opacity. So that way upper arm is on and lower arm is off. Okay, so yeah, despite it being one deformer, one is a warp deformer and the other is a rotation deformer, they both look kind of, they have a little bit of a weirdness going on when it transitions from one to another. That's okay. Trying to watch the stream and the cat starts being too clingy. Good kitty, good kitty. But yeah, what that means to me is once I like get officially to the toggle stage, I'll have to mess with it a little bit. It'll need some more tweaks, but I'm not looking to do an extensive amount of that today. I'm just looking to get the toggles in place. So gotta like what you do. All right. All right. Much like the other side, I want to get all of this and then deselect the upper sleeves because we don't need that. Okay. This is L lower arm and it is toggle. Because yeah, when I was working on Vittorio, when I got to the toggle stage, it was like, part of me was like, I kind of wish I did this earlier in the process. So I'm excited to see if doing this creates new challenges or if it just, you know, if it just heckin' works. Okay, that's everything in the frenzy arm. I don't think I missed anything. Okay. Baby, there's a price to pay. Okay, I'm calling it the L Frenzy Arm toggle. This time it's a warp deformer. Why not? And then when it's off, Frenzy Arm needs to be 0% opacity. There we go. Okay. There we go. So yeah, later on when I get to the toggle part, then I'll mess with it. But I feel like it's just nice to have that. So that's just one of the toggles. Okay, and while I'm here, I might as well move this one, right? Might as well make it its own deformer. Maybe me so horny. Okay. Okay. Okay, so for this one, I want to have it like this and then remove the stuff on it. Okay, perfect. And this is the one where okay, so here's an interesting, hopefully not a problem. That's the arm toggle there. And then this one's a different size. Isn't that interesting? Why is it like that? Will that be an issue? I don't know. I don't think it'll be a big deal though, because looking at it, it looks like both of the arms, they're identical. I don't think I differentiated like how the wrinkles fall or anything. I think it's a mirror image. So likely what I might do is once I rig one arm, I might just copy paste it to the other side. So so I don't think it's going to be an issue. Okay, but we got that one all done. Okay, so next up, go for an easy one. We'll go for the eyes. Okay, so for eyes, we got the shock eye, we got the frenzy eye, and then I also like to remove the pupil for I think what I called the dull eye. Oh, how interesting. If the layer is hidden by the time I select it, it doesn't apply a mesh to it. This one has a mesh. This one does not have a mesh. How interesting. Okay. All right, that one has a mesh. I'm going to highlight these two because I want them to have mesh. Ooh. Wow.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimmy. Stuff.
Thank you so much for the 26 months. 26 months. Holy crap. Timey wimey, wibbly wobbly stuff indeed. Indeed. Hoping you're having a lovely Monday so far. Okay, I'm gonna make another parameter. I'm gonna call this frenzy eye or eye. I'm gonna lead it with eye since there's a number of eyes. There's eye frenzy. And I think as far as the eyes go, I feel like I messed with the actual layer itself. I didn't make a deformer for it, I don't think. Had a physical and got stabbed with 3 total needles. Not a bad Monday. Ugh, that sounds pretty rough though. But it's important. It's important to look after your health. Okay, we're gonna do some reverse engineering here. Because now I just want to like see what exactly I did for Vittorio. Okay. We got toggles. So here's his toggles. This is his eye frenzy mode. And I can select it. And yeah, it looks like I did the eye directly. Okay, perfect. Perfect! Do up. Yeah. Okay, so the idea is when frenzy eye is on, then you see the bright red eye, but otherwise if it's off, it is at 0 opacity. Okay, and then it'll also apply to the other side, which I suspect don't have, yeah. Let's give them some mesh. For this side too, if I deem it necessary, I want to alter the mesh. But certain things, I don't think it'll be required. Like, I don't think I'm going to have to mess with the mesh of the eyes too much, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, there we go. Delicious. Oh, you're looking so delicious. All right, we got eye frenzy, and now we can do eye shock. Make sure you put the key frames on there. That's very important. Okay, so those turn on good, but in addition to that, I want the pupil to go away. So When eye shock is on, the pupil will disappear. Hello, Rex. Hello. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. I feel like the shine should disappear too. I feel like I know I got rid of that for dull. I can't believe you misspelled my name now. Hello, hello. How are you heckin' doing? Hello. On the front of commissions and stuff, I'm looking into that. I'm looking into that. Just got home from work. Nice. Nice. Yeah, if you're new here and you don't know, in addition to doing a vampire tabletop game, which I'm really excited for, this is also a good excuse for me to train up my live 2D skills because I'd like to become a VTuber mother in the new year. There you go, that's shock. Bro, calm soon? Yeah, yeah. I want to take on at least like one, I think one project to start. So I can still work on this as well and then be able to like give updates and stuff in a reasonable amount of time. I think I could start with one and then we'll see how things go from there. Mayhaps I'll put you to work. Yes. Mayhaps. Mayhaps. It's interesting though, because I was thinking a little bit, and I mean a little bit, I'm in the early stages, but I'm thinking about how I would price things. And it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not sure, like I compare it to what I see, right, on like VGen and other places. I feel like it's a good price, but it always feels kind of strange being like, yeah, this is where I'm going to set the prices for my work. And then there's like that little voice in the back of your mind, which is like, that's way too much. No one will pay that amount. But we'll see. I was with my dad talking about it a little bit, and he was like, "Ah, just try it, see what happens." And I'm like, "You're right. I will." Okay, idol will be next, so we'll use this pupil again because when it's on, pupil will be gone. And so will the eye shine. There you go. That's idol. Oh crap. I got a little ahead of myself. I forgot to put keyframes down first. Classic mistake. There, now it works like it's supposed to. Na 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 na. You already know your stance? Yes. Y'all are just so heckin' kind and sweet. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to become mother in the new year. Okay, so we have the eyes. We have frenzy arms. Okay. Making progress. The other one is going to be the crying. And I was more mindful of like how they were layered. I think even though I'm going to make a toggle for the tiers, part of me wants to, nah, I should make a toggle. Happy new bottle day. Yes. Hi, Jeffles. Hi, hi, hi. How's it going? Oh yeah, did I show you guys Vittorio completed? I don't know if I did. I can show you guys. In case you're like, how did Vittorio turn out? Pretty good. In my opinion. I'm pretty happy. I probably showed you guys, but let me just like, we'll do it again. But yeah. Here's Vittorio. All completed until Ranger gets back with any bugs that he might notice. But I like the movement. The movement is pretty good. He's a whole unit, he is. Thank you, Pegsy. Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Not blood, but not bad. What else? Oh yeah, so I have all the toggles kind of set up. So anger. I have it so like the brows angle down. Oh. I already noticed something I need to fix. But still. All right. We got anger. Shock. Dull eyes. Frenzy eyes. Oh man, y'all are looking delicious. Very delicious. Yeah, he's mobile. The only thing that is a little strange, and I'm not sure exactly how to fix, is that the pupils want to get small real easy. I don't know why. I need to figure that out. I barely lift my eyes, and it's just like, so that's a little strange, but oh, I can go frenzy dull mode. You could combine the eyes. Didn't know that. Then there's shock eyes, which just immediately just goes. And combine that with. I think that one's pretty cool. Oh, I forgot. I set up the tie one just to go boop. I forgot how instant that was, boy. Yeah, it's just like pop, 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 pop. Instantaneous changing of the tie. He ties the tie like nothing. Boom. There's that one. Messy hair is the same. Just like. Ooh. Paranormal.
Looking good. Good work.
Thank you so much for the 32 months. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I really like how it turned. I like his hair. I like there's parts where it's a little strange, but I feel like the more I practice, the better it'll be. But yeah, I'm noticing a thing I need to fix. The one shadow on his eyebrow goes in front of his eye, and that it shouldn't be doing that. So that's an easy enough fix, at least. So there's that. Okay. Messy hair. And then this one I did a bit of a transition. Hold on. He flexes a little bit. A little bit. I need to make him flex more. Oh my god. He just moves his arms a little bit and his jacket explodes. I need to. Okay. This is something I want to go back on and fix a little bit. But it's quick at least. Just boom. Yeah. I'm going to rip this jacket and then I'm going to fix it with the power of my muscles. Yeah. So amazing for your first one. Thank you. Thank you. This is my favorite toggle. You gotta You gotta pardon me for a little bit, okay, guys? It's a little silly, okay? I get it. It's a little silly, but I'm still pretty proud of it. The crying emote. Get ready. Yeah. This took a lot of time, but I think all of my efforts really worth it. He cry. And you know how vampires do. They cry blood. Now there's a little bit of weirdness with the eyes that I still need to fix. Like, the tears should not be coming out of that spot. Shouldn't be coming from there. But for the most part, it's good. The problem that I was running into, especially with the tears, is like how to turn them off. And for now, I felt like just pressing the same button to turn it off is like the best way of doing it. And this is where it gets silly. Yeah. Turn off the tears, you suck them back inside. That's literally, that's where it gets silly. Because it looks bad the other way. I'm not even going to show you. It didn't work like I wanted to. So yeah, he could cry and the tears roll. But then when he's ready to like stop being emotional, just suck him back inside. So yeah, so that's all the toggles for Vittorio. Yeah. So that's my first model that I rigged. There's little tweaks here and there I need to make. But yeah. Damn, if only that could happen. Right? Could you imagine? Suck those tears back inside. No emotions. Only emotions when you're ready to have those emotions, you know? So, the good news is, you know, going through all that stuff with the tears, I learned a lot, and I'm going to be applying it to this model. So, hopefully, I won't be running into any issues with the eyes, and it'll go even smoother. That's the dream. That's the dream. Oh, we could do these ones too. Okay. We got the shadows for James as well. Let me just like give them both some meshes. Only emotions allowed in the middle of the night in a dark, dark room where no one can hear you. Yeah. Very gothic. But yeah, I am stupid proud of how the crying animation like worked out and how it works. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. Okay, I'm gonna call this one shock. Okay, lurkies. Thank you for the lurk. You should be proud. You cooked. Thank you, Rex. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think the thing that makes me the most happy about this whole process, like, obviously in doing this, a big test was figuring out if this was something that I would enjoy doing. Not only enjoy doing, but enjoy doing again and again and again, right? And I mean, so far, uh, I love it. I love it. And it's interesting to see like what parts are more fun than others. Like definitely like I would agree with a lot of other riggers out there. Like the head X and Y, that is very difficult, very challenging. Not impossible, but definitely challenging. Okay, yeah. Not gonna do anything crazy with these transitions. I just want them to exist for now. Settled in and need a shower? Okay. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your shower. Okay, so we have the tier streaks. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tiers on a toggle, I think. Currently, it looks like I need to give them a mesh. These have a mesh because they exist. Okay, but I want these to have a mesh as well. And that's something I need to remember, that if a layer is turned off and you select the model, if it is turned off, it will not get a mesh. Going to lurking. Thank you for the lurk, guys. I appreciate all of you. Now I just need to think. I need to think. I think I'm going to make like, I'll put them both into like a deformer for the toggle. Because the issue that I was running into last time was like, I was hitting the limit, because there's a limit. Basically, any deformer that you create or any one of these layers, there's only a set amount of parameters that you can set them to before Live 2D complains. Before Live 2D is like, excuse me, what the fuck are you doing? You're breaking the system. Stop it. So I'm going to try and be clever, because the invert mask and the bottom streak, they're already invisible. So I'm just going to like highlight these two. I'm going to create a deformer. I'm going to call the deformer R tier streaks toggle. Okay, and then I'm going to call this parameter crying. The crying parameter, or just cry. Okay. Set to for now. So when it's on, it's visible, but when it's off, these two are off. Okay. And then this one would be L tier streaks toggle. And then when it's off, we don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Okay. Okay, we're off to a good start. Okay, so. Okay, so I think I'm trying to decide. I think for now, I will have it directly on the thing. So for the teardrop, When crying is off, we don't want to see the tears. Hide your tears. Same for the water line. All right. And same for the weld tier. All right. Okay. Okay. So now crying should be on a toggle now. Yeah. Great. Great. Ugh. Okay, so hopefully that'll mean that basically what I want is that I want like all the layers to be on so that I can mess with it and stuff, but then it's on its own toggle, so it's fine. So I can pay more attention to the layers that I need to. Honestly, that's probably good for now, but I know there's other toggles that I can prep ahead of time. And I'm a completionist. Part of me wants to finish all the toggles now. But I honestly don't know if doing that now will make things more complicated. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Because here's everything else toggle-wise, I believe, is his jacket and his vest and his collar. Because, yeah, we got the arms, we got the eyes, we got the crying. So yeah, everything else is his jacket. His jacket, he'll be able to take off his jacket and he'll be able to take well, not his vest off. Open the front of his vest here, and then the tie can also be loose. Maybe I'll leave that alone for now. Huh. Nah, sorry, I'm waffling, but we're gonna do it. We're doing it. Okay. Every time we're down. Okay, so I'm just need to decide. Do I want the jacket to be on by default, or do I want the jacket to be off by default? I feel like off. I feel like off is probably the better. The only downside is I won't be able to call the parameter jacket off. I'll have to call it jacket on. I'm just going to call it jacket. Because it's technically a jacket on off. It's both. It's both. Oh, see, there are layers that are named multiply. I'm going to have to set those to multiply at some point. The jacket has a lot going on. That's the vest. Be seen. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the gray. Ooh. It feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom. The light hits the room on the gray. My pain. Can be seen. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the gray. Ooh, sure it feels, yeah. Roses in bloom, a light hits the room on the gray. Okay, I underestimated how many layers are in this fucking jacket, dude. I I underestimated. Holy shit. Okay, I think this will be easier if I do it this way. If like I highlight it like this, and then if I just deselect what isn't. Oh crap. Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, this will be easier. Psh, frick. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from the rose on the gray. Ooh, sure feels, yeah. I'm really upset at past Ripley right now. This is crazy, Ripley. Crazy. Okay, I'm looking for like jacket. The end. I don't want to know. Stop explaining. Do 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 do. You got a lot in there. That's crazy. You and I. And cry. Okay. Hammer and Filter, thank you for the head pats. Okay, I think I have all the jacket pieces. I think. Because, yeah, it looks like most of the stuff has, like, jacket in the name for the most part. I'm hoping I got it all. I'm hoping. Why has it, okay, if I'm moving it, it shouldn't have taken the hands. There's some weird shit going on. Okay, so yeah, things I've noticed. It's taken the lower arms completely. That's not okay. That's not okay. So we're, okay. What you're saying. There we go. Okay. That's looking way better. I just need to think. Because I feel like, okay, if I create a deformer for this, is that going to mess stuff up? Because, like, hierarchies are important. And I've already created hierarchies that, shoot. They might cause problems down the line. Like, I don't think having, like, the arms and its own stuff is bad. I don't think it's a bad thing. But the jacket includes, like, parts that belong to the arm. So, oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, it's a raid, you guys. Hi, Honolulu. Thank you so much for the heckin' raid. Welcome in, raiders. My name is Ripley Boo. I'm a ghost VTuber who does a whole heck of a lot of art streams. I also like video games. Some of my favorites are horror video games like Silent Hill F lately. Oh my god, what an amazing game. But I also like Peak. I like Friend Slap. I like a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, welcome in, everybody. If you're interested in how a live 2D model is made, you're in the right place, because today is the day I'm starting on a brand new model. And it's a fun challenge so far. It's good times. It's good times. Hi, Honolulu. I'm doing so good. How are you? How's Claire Obscure? I've heard so many good things about that video game. So many awesome things. Of course, if you got to raid and run, don't worry. Do what you got to do. Self-care is very important. But I really appreciate you raiding in. That's very kind and sweet. I hope you're having a great Monday. And hope you're having or going to have an amazing Christmas time. A happy holiday time. Thank you for the lurk, Nova. I love the game, but I'm stuck on super bosses. Oh my god, super bosses. I guess it is an RPG, right? And some RPGs, they have some secret bosses. Is that what super bosses are? Yeah, happy holidays. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. You're so welcome, Honolulu. Guys, if you haven't yet, please do give Honolulu a follow. I'm just in the midst of trying to figure out if I want to create a deformer to turn all of this on and off, but I think I've decided no. I've decided no. No. Actually, you know what's probably better to create? Oh my god. To break it down. Duh, break it down. Okay. I could have each individual piece turn on and off. I could do that. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm so nervous about making the actual pieces like have keyforms. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. In this case, I'll do it. Because, yeah, I don't think doing a deformer will work. So yeah, we'll put it on jacket. All of these on jacket. And when it's on, all of it will be visible. But I don't want it to be visible. Oh. What about frenzy arms? Frenzy arms, but then turn off the jacket. It almost works entirely. I missed those parts, but yeah, it looks like I got the jacket for the most part otherwise. It's one of those things that I'm so hoping, I'm like, oh, I hope I'm not making things harder for myself down the line. I hope. Ah! The one thing, like, for sure I've learned about Life 2D is, like, everything is fixable. Is it easy to fix? Now, that is a different question entirely, but it's fixable. Everything is fixable. Okay, but there we go. We've set it up so that his arms are on a toggle and his jacket is now on a toggle. Progress. Yeah, and I think ultimately this will be okay. I think. It's also just fun to play with the toggles now that I've made them. Okay. All right, next toggle is the vest. Now that we can clearly see the vest. I turned the vest off. Okay. That is a problem because that means that everything here doesn't have art meshes. Okay, I'm gonna add art meshes. More dots. More dots. More ace of base. Okay, so now we have two collars going on because there's the frenzy collar with it being slightly askew, and then the normal collar. But there's also here. I also made these invisible, so I'm gonna make sure they have art meshes. Art meshes for everyone. Good. Welcome back, Rex. Okay, so I think for these ones, I'm just gonna have them all sort of separate. So yeah, we got jacket, then we're gonna have collar, And then we'll also have a vest. Okay. All right, we'll start with the frenzy one first. And I think because this is a group, it's a group that I want to have together for a while. I'll make a deformer for it. I'll call it frenzy collar toggle. It looks center. It looks center. I feel like it matters that this is center considering like where it's located, but it looks good. Okay. So I want the other color to be common. So I want the frenzy color to be visible when color is on. Otherwise, I want it to be off. Cool. Okay, and then I'll highlight the regular collar, put them into a deformer and call it we'll call it reg collar toggle. Or you know what? I'm making it too complicated. It's just collar toggle. That's what that one is. Okay. Put 2 keyframes here, and then when it's full, I want it to not be seen because frenzy will be seen. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. That toggle is all set up. Okay, and then it's time for the vest. Ugh. Wow, wow, wow. And this is also a group. So I'm going to create a deformer for this one too. We'll do it side by side. So this will be our vest toggle. Oops, I missed some stuff in there. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. It's always good to make sure that things are where they're supposed to be. Hierarchy. Hierarchy is very important. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. So this is the regular vest. So when vest is on, I want the frenzy one to be on. So regular vest will be disappeared. And then we got left vest. Okay. L vest toggle. L vest has got some weird shit going on. What? Do you see that? Okay, here's the thing that's going on. You see, like, by the left hand, it's like highlighted something there. What the heck? That is, I don't know what the heck is there. Can I just delete it? No. That deletes the whole thing. So yeah, something weird is going on there. I touched the wrong tool, but yeah, all these, I need them to go bye-bye. That's strange. It detected something there. It reminds me of a step that I didn't do for this this model that maybe I should have. Okay, but regardless, it's fixed now. Okay, I keep messing it up. What is going on? Oh, wait, it's this one. Got it. Sorry, I'm trying to... There, I can make it skinnier now. How strange. Okay, so again, this is the regular one. So when vest is on, regular is gone. Okay. Okay, here's the frenzy vest. Look at that. What is it detecting there? It notices something there. That is concerning. Okay, so it's that one. So something in the details. Okay, so what this means to me is that as I was doing the art, I did not maybe like check the clipped layers to see if I fully cleared them out and cleaned them up. Because yeah, that stuff shouldn't be there. That's a mistake. That's a problem. That is fixable. What that means to me is I'll probably need to go back to the Clip Studio Paint file and then go to those particular layers and make sure they're cleaned up. Because even though I don't strictly think that it'll cause issues as far as the rigging part goes, I feel like it might cause issues when it comes time to create the texture atlas. Yeah. And I wouldn't want that to be messed with. So yeah, I'll definitely pop it back into the Clip Studio Paint file and clean it up. Because it's easy enough. Like, as long as I don't change what the layers are named, I can go in there, make changes, update the PSD file, export it back in here, and it will replace. It's actually quite awesome. It just replaces what you have with your new stuff, and it still works with everything that you've rigged. It's easy to update. It seems scary, but it's not that bad. So after doing your first one, are you still enjoying the process? Yes, very much. Very much. It's really heckin' good. Like, and this one will be interesting too, because this one will be presenting new challenges that Vittorio doesn't have. Like, there's a whole extra set of arms, there's more clothes to deal with as well. So it kind of is like an expansion over what I've already done, while also treading over familiar stuff like mouth forms, eye forms, XY, all that stuff. And I'm hoping that, you know, with this being my second model, that those particular parts of the rigging process will be easier to do. They weren't like too hard, but it's just one of those things that in doing it, I'm like, okay, I'm not practiced. So it's not like all looking exactly how I envision it or want it to be, right? But I'm hoping that like through practice and repetition that that will become easier as time goes on and that I can actually get it to look where I want it to be. I'm hoping. One of the things that I want to do for future models for sure is I want reference pictures for angles, because I've heard other riggers say, and I super believe it, that like if you have references for head turns like at all of the angles, it's much easier to rig the XY to look um to look correct faster. I love that you can color code the folders. Right, me too. Yeah, especially for this model, I was like, I'm going for a Bellini sunset. It's going to be aesthetically pleasing. Okay, we're almost there. We'll see if this one has some weirdness going on too. It does. It does. What is up with that? Get out of here. Okay, we're going to call this L Frenzy Vest Toggle. There we go. Okay. All right, you have it. Vest on, vest off. Oh, well, vest loose, I guess. On, loose. On, loose. It looks noticeably darker. Did I mean to do that past Ripley? God damn it. Okay, and with that, I think that's all the toggles. So yeah, you can undo the vest. The collar can be loose, and then you can don and doff a jacket. We got the eyes. We got the crying layers. And yeah, there's nothing as far as his pants or his shoes that changes. So I think all of the toggles are in place now. A hell yeah. A hell yeah. I'm going to save. Okay. So as far as I'm aware, that's all settled. Hopefully that doesn't cause issues down the line. We'll find out and I will deal with it. No problem. This time I'm kind of working backwards, whereas last time it was like big picture and then you're drilling down, drilling down, drilling down. Because yeah, let's see. The tear streaks need to be part of the head deformer. We have vest and stuff, frenzy collar, neck, frenzy vest, arms, all that stuff is body. Okay, frenzy arm. Okay, so yeah, right now my hierarchies are looking kind of messy. Um, that could be a problem, but as long as I stay on top of it, hopefully it's not. So like these here, the streaks that I put on like a toggle, these need to be part of head Z. Because if I don't do that, and I could kind of show you what happens when you don't do that. So let me say like I turn on my crying. Head Z, currently the tear streaks are outside of that deformer. So if I go into head and body and I tilt angle Z, because I did that a little earlier in the stream, you'll notice something weird happens. And that's because it's only because the toggle isn't part of the head Z deformer. So if I take these and I tuck them into the rotation deformer, it should have it fixed it. It fixed the problem. Yeah. That all has to do with the deformer hierarchy, which is very important. Parent deformers, child deformers, that kind of thing. So yeah, everything else is okay because everything else outside of head Z is the body. So we're still good. We're still within the hierarchy for now. But yeah, we definitely want the tear streaks inside head Z. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this brings me back to the tutorial. We're going to go back to the tutorial and pick it up. And start rigging the model. Because I think like this is all the stuff that I wanted to prep before starting to rig all the stuff. So that means it's time. It's time to make this guy's eyes move. And I'm so excited. Okay. All right, so I'll turn this on so you guys can see what I am looking at. But this is the eye part. Okay, so yeah. We're going to be rigging eyeballs, so it'll be helpful if I snatch James's hair so that we can properly see. There we go. Beautiful. Now we can see the eyeballs. Ah. Your model is always so pretty. Thank you, Starlight. That's very kind of you to say. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Okay, so I have the eyeball. Oh. Oh, the easy way to select. I love that. I love shortcuts. I forgot to ask, but do you have a VGen? Not yet. Emphasis on yet. Since I've done a model, I'm begun looking into that process. So stay tuned. I do hope to get set up on VGen. I just need to find someone with a code who's willing to vouch for me. So yeah, stay tuned. The VGen is coming. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we're going back into this. Oh, it's, uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. It's fine. What are the prices you're going for? I haven't 100% decided yet. And once I've decided, they'll be up on the VGen. That's all I could say for now. Because I'm looking around for a new rigger. Yeah, I would say be patient. I know what I'm thinking it could be, but I don't want to say and then, disappoint people if I end up going higher. Not saying that I will, but I just don't want to lock into something just yet because I don't know 100%. Okay, this is deformation heavy. Even more dots, more dots. But yeah, no, I'm excited to set up a VGen. I'm excited to set up a website as well because like one of the things that's going to be really important to me as a rigger is communication. I want to put my work in the forefront so that you guys can see exactly what I'm capable of and I just want as a client, I want you guys to be able to make fully informed decisions. So even though like I'm so like honestly grateful for anyone who's interested in working with me, honestly and truly, I just want you guys to have all the information as well. Cause yeah, I haven't put a portfolio out there, right? So you guys don't know what I can or cannot do yet. And that's not fair to you guys. Just want to have my model rigged on stream. Ah. Do you like watching the process? Boop, 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 boop. Only info I need is your Venmo. Fair enough, Rex. Fair enough. I'm glad that headset's not in this folder. Ufe has it in her folder, it looks like. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. All right, I need the eyelid. I have a model in the works that I will hopefully pay off next year. Ah, that's exciting. That's very exciting. Wait, that's not that's the eyelid. I need my lash. That's what I need. Okay. Oh, so you have a model in the works that's for a site? Like a site that you'll be streaming on, or I haven't heard that. What's the deal? What's the dealio? Ah. There's multiple ways of doing an eye, but if you want to do an eye with physics, you got to make a warp deformer for it like this. Okay, now we're going into the eyes. site where you meet other VTubers and get to know them, move on to the next person. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with another site that did something similar, but it's cool that there's one specifically for VTubers. That's neat. I have not heard of that before. Okay, so IR open. That's what this is. Great. It's like Omegle. Yeah, exactly. That's immediately what I thought of. It's Omegle, but for VTubers specifically. That's sick. Okay. Now here's the one downside of this tutorial. And this tutorial is great, by the way. If you're interested in like doing rigging for yourself, I highly recommend this tutorial by Merely Ufe. It is so good. There are a couple instances where they or she goes into a process and you follow along, and then near the end of the process she's like, I made a mistake and here's how I did to fix it. And I know this has a mistake and I'm just trying to remember it. I wish I knew. Anyway, I'm just gonna follow along again, but I'm keeping that in mind. Why rhyme with pube? Okay. It's time. It's time to close an eye. Also, have you heard of Iriam? It's another site for streaming. No, I haven't heard of Iriam. I'm learning so much. Like I find like for me, I've just been like streaming art for like pretty much this like since February. Crazy. It's crazy how much time has flown. It's app only. Is it similar to Vube? Voob? You need to get interviewed to stream on, but everyone is so it's another streaming service. Okay. Good to know. I'm just like slowly bringing this down. This eye will close. Think I'd have a fun time on there? Ah, well, I'll make note of it. Okay. Just like expanding the textures a little bit so it's a little thicker. Doing this will be good because then I can also do a slightly better job of hiding the tears behind. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay. This is definitely a process that like little movements go a long way as well. This song gonna make you sweat. Everybody dance now. The song rules. It's kind of funny having the knock notification coming up every time I open the stream, like it's a sub or stream. Knock knock. I see your dewy guard. You want to clap? Tee hee. Let the rhythm move you. Can't draw. Want to collab? I get R for you for my time. I wish you all the best. There's so many like talented people out there. Though I can see why it could be like a little trickier these days with like AI becoming more and more prevalent. This year with AI, oh my god. It's ridiculous. Okay, I like it being thicker when it's closed. But I just want it to look like it's curling down a little bit. Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah, that looks good. No, it's fine. I mean, listen, a bad joke isn't going to get you in trouble. I mean, depends on the context, actually. There are some really bad jokes, but. And I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, way, yeah, 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 yeah. Way, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Oh my God, do a try. Oh my God, do a pray. Okay, that looks okay. Okay. Ah, that's just the eye white. Okay. Way, yeah, 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 yeah. Way, yeah, yeah. Excuse me, past Ripley. What is this? What is that? Ah! Way, yeah, yeah, yeah. Way, yeah, yeah. I just realized I accidentally messed with the draw order. Okay. There we go. Okay. Like him. And a blue Corvette. Thank you for the head pats. Because he ain't got nobody to listen. Some questionable lyrics. Yeah. It's like one of those songs that Eiffel 65, they said themselves that like you can, fill in the blanks yourself. I know like there's that remake that's out there. What was it? The lyrics that I always sang was I'm blue, if I was green I would die. Yeah, just like Squirrel said. I'm blue, if I was green I would die. Ba 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 ba. Okay, we're almost there. I just gotta squish it at the bottom some more. Because you see, the issue is like this section here, it's like going out of bounds. That's not okay. Okay, I think that'll be okay, honestly, because then when the corner eye comes down, it can. Yeah, that's way better. Is it? Oh no. Hold on. This is when I get like so anal about tiny details that don't matter. Yeah, it looks good. And we save. We save. You can't. Okay. Rex, if you want to say the lyrics, maybe do it in the Discord where it's safe. You have me feeling really nervous if you're like, I don't know if they're TOS. I don't know if I can say these because of TOS. That makes me nervous. Yeah, if you think they're against TOS, then they must be really bad. Shit. uh the person was like, "Oh, put a line tool on your eye white." I did not do that. I just squished the fuck out of my eye white. I sure hope that doesn't cause problems down the line. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Bum 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 bum. Don't hurt me no more. No more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. That looks good. It's not that the words are bad, it's the order they're sung together. And Twitch is weird about. Oh, okay. Yeah, then definitely just put it in the Discord. I have loved this song ever since it came out. Yeah. And I'm boobs. If I was peen, I would die. This is everything. Like, I remember when I was a kid, like, do you guys know the song? Like, I saw the sun. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sun. Very pure, wholesome song. That was not the popular version of the song that I heard sung when I was a child, when I was a wee bab. Okay, what is this? What is this little object? Oh, it's the bot streak. I knew it. Okay. This is fixable. Though it is on a toggle. So that does present a problem. Okay. Because I think all I need to do is like squish it down. Okay. Does that just squish it without like moving it? Yeah. And it doesn't look like it's on that parameter. So if I just squish it down, then it should just stay invisible. Beautiful. Beautiful. The version I sung in the schoolyard was much more violent. Yeah, I didn't really sing violent songs. I sung songs that I was too young to understand just how blue they were / are. Oh. All right, so apparently the lyrics that Rex has shared was I would beat off a guy. How would it go? I'm blue. Oh my god, blue. Is this supposed to be like blue balls? Is that what, in conjunction with the rest of the lyrics, is that what it's supposed to mean? I have no idea. Well, now I'm thinking about blue balls. God damn. God damn. That's wild. All right, back to eye open. That's starting to look good. Okay, so I think the only thing I want to edit about the eye is the eyelid. Where's the eyelid? Yeah. That squishes it a little too much. That messes with that one too much. No diggity. No diggity. I recently come across a band called Dreamwake, and they have some jazzy ass sax in their music, and you love it. Nothing wrong with some blue balls. I don't know. I mean, I've never had blue balls, so I don't know. I don't know. From what I've heard, it's not a very pleasant thing. Now I'm thinking about Disney trying to rename Jizz. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, it's getting close. I just like, there's just something about like this corner. I just want it to be a little fuller. Okay, it's pretty much there. Now I just want the tip to not be so janky. That's all. Yeah, good. Galactic Mermaid. I I don't know if I have actually. Galactic Mermaid. I'm gonna make note of that. Ooh, I really like the corner of the eye. I realize you can't really see it because I'm blocking it. But look at this eye open. Okay. Ugh. You can send me a link. Yeah. Yeah. I'll try to like remember to check it out on Spotify later. I like it's interesting because like I like Spotify, but when I want to just sort of explore and let a playlist take me fun places, I prefer YouTube music, interestingly enough. I feel like the randomization of YouTube music is better than it is on Spotify. All right, eyelid and eyelash. I'm gonna claim the waterline as well with this. Leave the teardrop alone. Oh, I have to sneeze. Okay. Grab those two. Create a warp deformer. Call it lower eyelid. Okay. Funnily enough, for this one, I don't think I need to do much, although I kind of want to like lower it a little bit. And then make it work. I'm gonna make it work. Okay, maybe that's like the wrong play, but oh, maybe. Okay, hold on. What if I lift this up a little bit? Yeah, I think that'd probably be better. Okay, I need to like tweak some stuff, but it'll be fine. Ooh. Ah, man, I messed it up a little bit.
Woo.
Rathian! Thank you so much for the 27 months. Oh my gosh, why didn't Brian say it? Brian should have gone woo. I'll go woo if even if Brian won't. Oh my goodness. Happy holidays, Rathian. Hope the holidays have been treating you very well. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do because I messed up the the eyes. I'm gonna redo them. Okay, I'm gonna delete the keys and then redo the keys, which then resets it. Cause yeah, I messed it up. I messed it up. It's just one of those things. If you mess it up, just do it again. It's okay. You'll probably even do it even better. Yeah. Yeah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Send you a lot of love this holiday season. Okay, this time I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna do this. I believe it's like, yeah, there we go. La da 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 da. Yeah, the way it closes is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna like continue to squish it though. Yeah, it does this thing where it like pulls up at the bottom, but that's okay. Because then I can make the bottom lash follow it. Da 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 da. Where's the... There it is. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna actually, I need to hide the top lash so I can see. There we go. Now I can kind of see what I'm doing, kind of. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Listen to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. And it's actually a really good thing that I could see this, because then I can like mess with the tip here more purposefully. It makes it even better. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Now there's something that I need to include, I think, because it looks a little strange. This shadow here. It makes sense when the eye is open. But yeah, when the eyes close, it kind of like, I should include that a little bit. Hear me out. What if you go chasing waterfalls? Listen, this is something you could actually do in Peak. There are waterfalls. If you jump into them, bad things happen. I've never seen a waterfall be beneficial. As much as I wish they would be, but I just haven't seen it. I just haven't seen it. In waterfalls, Listen to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. All right, we got an eye blink. Oh my goodness. Nothing at all. Oh no, now I have plans for the next time. Poison, step aside. It's all about waterfalls and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna save again. I'm also gonna I need to grab a Udi. I'm getting chilly. It's so chilly up here. It's winter time. I'm really happy with that eye blink. Yeah, that looks good to me. Yeah. And it's kind of funny because I did it with warp deformers, and warp deformers are good if you want to add physics, but I don't know if I want to add physics to the eyelash of this eye. There's not a lot of lash to wiggle. I'm probably not going to do any physics. But on the inside of the eye, yeah, there'll be a little bit of your classic VTuber wiggle. You kind of took over yeah, I did. It's true. When I play Peak, I don't do it on purpose, but yeah, it seems that I'm just very attracted to poison and being poisoned in Peak. It's true. It's true. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's exciting. Okay, so yeah, for it's interesting. For this eyelid, I know in the tutorial here they move it down. She moves it down. I want to do something a little different this time. The poison calls to you. Yes, it does call. It calls. How could I resist? I cannot resist. Cannot resist. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's what I want to do that's different than what I usually do. I kind of want to I like the idea of this like crease line being sharp and dark when the eye is open, because that makes sense, right? Like your eyelid is open and stuff, but when the eye is closed, the eyelid is stretched out. So I like the idea of the opacity going down. So like if I like take it down to like 50%, right? Or maybe lower, maybe 25%. Yeah. So it's still there, but it's more faint. I don't know if that's crazy. How does that look from a distance? Yeah, I don't know if that's going to look crazy. But yeah, I like the idea of it. Okay. And then the other thing I'm going to do with it is I'll bring it down a little bit. Because your skin is loose. Not super loose, but a little loose. When I'm with you, but when we are apart, I feel it too. And no matter what we do, feel the pain with or without you. Okay, maybe I'll make it like a little less subtle. Here, it like, yeah, fades a little bit, but it's still there, still visible. Yeah, just like a little detail. I don't know. Let me know. On my knees. Take it anymore. Okay, what's next? Okay. Okay. She said something that I'm sure I heard the first time I played this video, but only now has it really clicked with me. It's a rule. Merely Ufe has made a rule where if a layer is going to have multiple parameters, I think. Let me play that again. But it's like if it's on multiple things, multiple transformations, or it's going to have physics, you need to have it in a deformer, which makes sense. Right. If it has physics or other transformations later, that makes sense. Also, shit. So like the jacket pieces that I just like put a toggle, like slapped a toggle on, that's gonna have other transformations. So I'll probably have to go back and fix that. But hey, at least I know now. Yeah. Did I put the tears? Oh my god. Now that pulls everything into question. Okay, now that I know that, okay. Cause yeah, if that's a good rule, then I should go back and on my toggles and see if like I have to question. Will they be on other stuff? And if so, put into a transformation. Yeah. I think for the arms we're covered, but there's certain parts where I know I didn't do it. So I'll have to do that. I'll have to do that. But for the most part, for now, we're okay. Good to know. Okay. All right, we're messing with the iris now. It's iris time. It's iris o'clock. Please create an object with the same parent. I put the eyes on a deformer. Oh no. It wouldn't let me do it. It would let me do it. Oh no. Okay, so where is this located? Okay. So it's not that I messed up. It's that for some reason these ones were put into uh the lower arm toggle deformer. How does that work? Slash happen. Okay, well that's easy enough to fix. Okay, so I just need to like pull it out and move it up where the eyes are. I don't know how they ended up in there. They should not be in there. I'm just like going to the top because I just think they just need to go into the head deformer and then that should fix it. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Should work now. Yeah. Okay. But keeping this in mind, maybe I should redo the eye toggles as well. Because keeping in mind the rule that I just learned, right? Like if something's gonna have multiple transformations, then it should have a deformer because I have the eye toggles, right? But the eye toggles are set onto the layer directly, right? Although that being said, I did do it directly on Vittorio and that he seemed to be fine. He seemed to be fine, but I feel like I'm just yeah, something to keep in mind. Maybe I wonder what the reason for it is. I think that's the only piece of the puzzle that I'm missing. Like, why is that a rule? You know? Thankfully I haven't like run into too many issues where I like absolutely break the model, but if I knew exactly why it affected it, then I would do it. Now that I know it's a rule, it's just something that I inherently want to do now. So I'm just gonna keep going for now. But I might next time you see the model, I might have extra deformers for all these things just to have it better organized. Right. All right, so you have iris closed, so eye open, put two keyframes, and then when this is closed, we move the eye down. I'm just sort of testing it because, like, if you close the eyes a little bit, you want the pupil to still be looking at you. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now we're doing iris smile. A smiley eye time. Oh, I have to sneeze again. I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it with every fiber of my being. Okay. I did it. I defeated the sneeze. Okay. So when this is to the right, the eye is smiling. Oh, wow. The size of my model must be very different. Interesting how that works, but okay. Okay, that looks great. Nope. Okay, try again. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. It looks good. Oh. Shit. Shit. It crashed. It crashed. That's not good. That's not good. It's not good. When did it save last? When did I last save? Oh, shit. We'll open it back up and we'll see. God damn it. Gosh darn it. Hopefully I didn't lose too much. We shall see. What a shame. I didn't like that I was working with it, I guess. Oh, shit. Nope, we lost the whole thing. We lost the whole heckin' thing. Okay, that's okay. Crash is bad. Yeah, it sucks that happened. Yeah, my computer's been acting like a little strange. But it's okay. Shit. That makes me sad because I like the shape that I got, but that's okay. Okay. Right. All right. We'll do it again, and this time I will save more often. Sucks that happened because I really did like the smiley expression that I got. Oh, it's missing something. Okay. Okay, I know what I was missing. Okay. Oh, it's actually been longer since I saved. Oh, it's way worse than I thought. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Okay. I lost more than a little bit. Shucks. Shucks. Okay. Oh, just got to try to remember to save more often, I guess. Ah, man, that sucks. At least it's not so much progress lost, but yeah. That was unfortunate. I didn't drop it in the right one. Time for a new redeem. Actually, it is a redeem. If you do, guys, if you do exclamation save, it will remind me to save. It does something like that. Yeah, it does. I should put it into the title of the stream, but yeah, it's exclamation save. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. It's beautiful. There we go. Okay. I'm going to save now. Now that I did that again. There, it's saved. Okay. And then at this point, select, deselect iris close, and then do the eye smile. Yes. Yeah, I just need to, going forward, I will put it into the stream title so that you guys can also help me remember. It would be a huge help because clearly I forgot. I can't be trusted. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Yeah, the cool thing about the save redeem as well, I didn't create that. Jeffels and Avoca did that as mods, which blew my mind. The powers of mods. It's incredible. Yeah, I use Mix It Up, and Mix It Up has a thing. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Guess what? I put the smile on 0. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? All right, undo, redo. Okay, now this time for real. Going on. There we go. Okay. All right. Save, 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 save. Oh my God, before it crashes. Oh my God, save. Ah. Don't lose the progress. Squirrel is on it. Yep, yep, yep. Thank you. Thank you. It cannot be trusted. Okay, let's see without all the meshes and stuff. Oh yeah, that looks noticeably smiley. That's positively cute. So cute. I like it. Okay. And then we're gonna make the closed eye match it so that yeah. Okay. All right. Ah. Okay. So the idea here. Okay. Control Shift C. Control Shift V. Okay. And now I can train this to be a smiling closed eyeball. In theory. I hate when I like do the shift drag and it like threatens to wiggle. Makes me nervous when it does that. How do I make this a smiling closed eye? I'm very confused. I have to hold on. What does she do? Right. All the other parts of the eye also have to be smiley. I see, I see, I see. Okay. Okay. I kind of want to be similarly thick to the normal closed counterpart. So I'm just sort of like pulling this down until like the eyelash is more or less the same sort of thickness. And I'm doing it slowly. In my experience, you pull too fast, too quick, it look weird. Okay. All right. We're making progress. We're making heckin' progress. Okay. There we go. I'd say that similar thickness has been achieved. Okay. 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 Now it's time to try and make like the rest of the eye follow suit. Okay. I should do the eye white for sure. For sure. Okay, the wiggling there is good. I'll worry about... Oh, wait. Now I'm like, should I be bringing... should I be bringing the... I don't know. I think that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna make it work, I tell you what. Okay, there we go. Once again, all I gotta do is make that touch a bit better. Yeah, and it's already better. It's not perfect, but I can make it perfect. Save just in case. Oh yeah, look at that. Already transitions way better. Okay. Okay. There you go. It transitions a bit better that way. Okay, great. Okay, progress. You know what that means? Save. Save. Yeah. Okay, it's almost there. Almost there. Okay. Just like squish this in a little bit. Clap, 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 clap. Absolute banger. Yes, you're right. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Oh, that's way smoother. Holy shit, that looks good. Oh my god, it's coming together. Oh my god, I'm saving. I'm constantly saving. I'm so paranoid of it crashing. Oh my god. Me too. Okay, so obviously I got to do this part now. Yeah, it's the shadow. I'm just like, I feel like I should. Okay, well, we're just gonna do it. We're doing it live. Oh my, you're comped now. Yeah! Congratulations on your 3-stream streak, Pegsy. I always appreciate you. Always appreciate seeing you. You are awesome. All right, and then we're gonna pull this straight heckin' down. Save. Always save. Oh, hey. Congrats, Squirrel, on your 3-stream streak as well. Hell yeah. Feel like being part of the stream is slightly cheating. What? What? Okay, obviously the wrinkle here needs a bit of altering as well. But honestly, the eye seems to be working real good. Because, yeah, so far between smiley eye and this eye, there's not much difference. So there needs to be a little bit of a difference. Needs to be a little bit of a difference. So I think what I'll do is I'll do exactly what happened last time. So I have the eyelid. We have it open. Yeah, so I'm gonna like Control Shift copy, close. Control Shift paste. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, so then all I need to do is then say I want it at 50% opacity, and then I want it to be the same height. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hi, Lampy. Hello. How's it going? How's the model work going? Oh my god, it's going good. I'm you know, continuing to learn, which is important. I'm having fun, you know, doing eyes. Honestly, eyes still my favorite thing to rig so far. I really enjoy it. This time I've decided to add a little extra thing where, like, you know, the eye wrinkle, instead of like it moving down so far, I like the idea of it moving down a little bit because, you know, it's skin, but the wrinkle sort of fading slightly. I don't know. I don't know if I'll stick with it, but I was like, let's try something different. Also, I'm really enjoying how this eye is turning out with the smiles. The smiley eye. This might be my best smiley eye yet. Because it transitions smoothly and it looks cute all around. I'm really liking it. It's been pretty good. Just got your sleep schedule back on track and learned a new live 2D technique. Oh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. Especially like the sleep schedule, because that can be right pain in the butt to fix. So congratulations on that. And then double congratulations on the new live 2D technique. That is fabulous. That is fabulous. Because not only like, you know, you have experience, you get experience, you're always able to learn new things, especially with live 2D. It's like they're always developing new things too, right? Oh, here. Now that you're here, Lampy, allow me please to show you the thing I'm most proud of with Vittorio. There's things I need to fix on Vittorio. I had him out earlier on stream too, and I was like, ah, yes. A thing that needs fixing. But yeah, for the most part, the model is done, and I'm really happy about that. His body's moving and grooving and all that heck and good stuff. I gave him some booba physics because, you know, he's got muscles. It really is. Trying to sleep or trying to stay awake is a pay. But I'm really glad that that's fixed for you. But yeah, for Vittorio here, here's my favorite toggle that I did. The crying toggle. I am the most proud of how this turned out. Really happy. Now, the only thing about the sleeping toggle, or not sleeping. Do I need to sleep? No. The only thing about the crying toggle that's a little strange is I gotta fix how the tears appear from behind. I still need to fix that. Also, toggling it off. I was showing it earlier. It's a little silly because how I tried to toggle it off doesn't quite work very well. I'm not sure if there's a good technique for that, but currently this is my solution. You know, just suck them right back up. Suck those tears right back into your eyeballs. When you're done crying, that's what you do. But yeah, I like the crying blood toggle, I'm so stinking proud of it. Very happy. But I believe I know what you could do about the animation. Oh, yeah. Any advice would be great. Cause yeah, this was a lot of experimentation to get to this point, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think like the problem that I run into is I like the blood establishing streaks that then disappear. And I just don't know how to get rid of it in a way. Cause like, okay, ideally, to turn them off, I would love it just to fade out, like it's getting absorbed into the skin, but I couldn't quite figure out a way to do that. You're gonna try, Lampy? I appreciate you. Is it easier to type out? You can type it to me in Discord if you want. I don't want to cause you too much trouble, my friend. But yeah, it just is a little silly, just like, I'm done crying now. I'm over it now. I feel better. Yeah. Gosh, there's still some things to fix about this model, but I'm really, really happy about it. Really happy with how it turned out. And I'm only going to get better. I'm determined. Ah. It looks so damn good. Aw, thanks, Pegsy. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are very kind and sweet. All right, I'm going to save again. We had one crash, and I lost some progress. I got it back now, but I'm paranoid now. I don't want to lose anything else. The smiley eye is so cute. I love it. I love the smiley eye so much. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, great. Okay, so if you set it up as a permanent idle animation and have the toggle just be 0 to 100 opacity as its parameter, it should have the tears constantly running while being completely invisible till you turn the toggle back on. Oh. Oh. Permanent idle. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Yeah. I'll look into that. Okay, okay, okay. I think I got you. I think I got you. I think the sticking point that I ran into is that was just a button push. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Would that work with the initial teardrops that I have too? Because the way that I currently have it set up. Hold on, let me bring it back up. Now that we're getting into this, I'm like, okay, we can figure this out. We can troubleshoot. I love this. I love troubleshooting. Okay, bring him back. Bring the boy back. Bring the man back. Bring him back. Okay. Okay, because here's how I initially set it up, right? I like the idea of tears drawing the streaks down and then the idle animation continuing from there, right? So when I hit the button, I have it during the transition in the words, the toggle, during the toggle brings up two tears that draw the tear streaks. And now the idle animation is running. So is it possible to have two work together? Would that work? That's the sticking point, because I like the idea of it being absorbed. Ignore that one tear that appears in the middle of my eye. I like the tears being absorbed, but when you start the animation, or I guess toggle into the animation, the initial tears draw the streaks, if that makes sense. But yeah, because I have this other, I was trying to make it work here. I'll show you. Right? That's where it gets tricky. Because yeah, I tried to make another toggle like that, turn them off, and it works. Kind of. Actually, it's working quite well right now. But then, like, if you want to start it back up, it's kind of like suck those tears back up. Hold on, let me. I had this idea of like the initial tear cry, and then this would make it fade into the skin, and then that would turn it off, the crying off, but you couldn't tell. Right, the eyebrows are weird. It was really complicated, and then nope. I kept running into snags like that, so when I passed this off to Ranger, I was like, listen, dog, just press 9 to cry. Get all your emotions out. And then when you're done crying, press 9 and suck those tears back in. So help me. I haven't found another solution quite yet. And the only problem is like, I just really like the visual of just that. The tears just falling like that and drawing the streaks, right? Like, I love that. If this was regular tear streaks, you know, regular tears where the streak could like dry and stuff, I don't see this being as much of an issue. But yeah, that's the puzzle. That's where I'm at. So currently my solution is I love drinking tears via my own eyes. Think you know what you could do? Oh, I love that. I love that Lampy. You're the coolest. You're the coolest. The only other issue, and I also want to preface this too, I really appreciate your time, but I don't want you to feel, I don't want to burden you or anything. The only other issue that I'm running into though, now that we're talking about issues, is I was trying to set it up in VTube Studio where how do I explain this? What is it called? Hold on, I'm just gonna pull it open in my VTube Studio. You won't see it on your side though. What the heck is it called? The VTube Studios, the parameter, the in and the out. When you're like setting it up on the VTube Studio side of things, I notice, and I'm not sure if this is going to affect Ranger, but for me, like, you notice how the pupils are small? They go small really easy. And I'm not like lifting my brows high or opening my eyes more than usual. So it's like I keep activating the shock eye unintentionally. And I was messing around with the settings in VTube Studio, and I'm not sure exactly what the heck I can do to fix that. That's the only other thing currently where I'm just like, I'm constantly activating shock eye and I don't mean to. And the crazy thing is like when I'm on my other model, and to preface this, I didn't rig my Ripley Boo model. My Ripley Boo model was rigged by the oh so talented Toto Chomp. I noticed that when I'm using this model, the shock eye only occurs when I lift my brows. So I'm wondering if that's a rigging issue. if it happens as a result of how I rigged the model, or if there's something in VTube Studio I can mess with to make that better. That's the only other thing I've noticed that I'm like, what the heck? How the heck? If you set up the tears idle animation and the starting tear dropping animation on the same shortcut key, then you might be able to have the teardrop animation start while having the idle animation after. Oh, okay. I'll look into that. Tears animation. Both animations on the same shortcut key. Ah. Because, yeah, I guess that's like, okay. So you're saying, because currently the tears dropping is a toggle. But I get what you're saying. What if instead of like it being the toggle itself, if it was an animation that lines up with the other animation. So there's two idle animations. One is repeating, one is not. And then the toggle could be the fade in, fade out. I see. Can you set up one animation to just like happen on a trigger and not be repeatable? Because, yeah, if it's not repeatable, unless it's triggered, is that possible? Science, guys, we're doing it. We're doing science. Yeah, I should be able to do that, no problem. Okay, I will. Let it be. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Cause yeah, if you could set up an animation that just happens on a trigger, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense in my brain. That's totally doable. That's really cool, actually, too. Yes. Okay, I'll look into that. Yeah, the joys of rigging. Like, honestly and truly, I can say, like, even though there was definitely some challenging moments in rigging Vittorio, there was never a time that I was like, heck on this, flips table, gives everyone the bird, spits on the ground, patooey. Okay. All right, we're back in this. We're following the tutorial because I still haven't, like, as much as I love rigging eyes, I don't have the workflow for this ingrained in my brain just yet. But I will say, that I feel like I'm getting the process much smoother than last time. Because I honestly feel like this is my best eye yet. This is the best eye yet. I love it. Okay, make iris roll. And then also, let me just do a quick check. Because like I said, I created my toggles ahead of time to mess with later. And I have no idea if this was a smart or silly idea. But I created the cry. And yeah, you can already tell that my messing with stuff ahead of time is good. Because look, the water line is already moving with it. Just as I planned, just as I wanted. Ugh. Okay. But the only other thing I'm seeing with this that I want to nip in the bud ahead of time is the weld tier. I want to be in one of these already. So what if I put in the lower eyelid? There we go. Yeah. I just wanted to follow the lower lid, which is great. I'm going to leave it alone otherwise because, like, I will... It crashed again! Ah! We didn't lose anything, I don't think. I don't think. As for the widening of the eyes, that one I haven't figured out without a different camera tracking. I know it's doable, but I can't figure it out to save my life. Okay, well, I will say if I figure out like a solid solution to that, Lampy, I will pass the knowledge on. Cause yeah, for me it's like I have like suspicions, but I haven't like 100% confirmed one way or another yet. Also, I really hope that my program, oh fuck. You see that? I tried and my, okay. I'm hoping it's just like a thing of like my computer needing a restart. Let's try it again. Shout out to my Oshi buff pup. Yeah. If I ever figure that out, I will let you know. Cause yeah, it seems like I was following the tutorial and I noticed some changes, but also not so much. So I'm wondering if it was just like an issue of how I rigged it. Cause like for me, I really like big expressive keyforms, parameters. Like I really like to animate my guys like, well, you saw with Vittorio. I love expressiveness. I love that. And it's possible that maybe I didn't like make the key or the parameters wide enough because I've made it go to 1.4 to follow the tutorial, but maybe I needed to make it like higher. Maybe that would have been the fix. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Cubism does not like me right now. It has been thinking about it. So I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I think I'm going to call it there. I'm going to have to restart my computer and see if that helps. Cause I've noticed a little bit of weirdness, but despite the weirdness, there hasn't been any, issues with the stream itself. No disconnections or anything like that. But yeah, it doesn't look like... Yeah, it doesn't look like the program wants to respond right now. That's so strange. So strange. I have heard that like Live 2D, the longer that the program is open, it can act strangely. But the positive side is that even though I lost some progress here, I didn't lose that much. When did I last save? I'm trying to figure that out. Hopefully, I don't know. I want to say that I've been saving a lot since the last crash, but let's crack this open and see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. The smile eye pose is so stinking cute. It looks a little cursed when the other eye doesn't do it too, but that looks so cute. Okay, so that's doing that. All right, so we got that. That's cool. Okay, I think I was about to do the other iris. So do we have that one? Let's see. Right, and I was messing with the cry toggle as well. Okay, we have iris close. It doesn't have the new deformer that I made, so not too much progress lost. I just have to recreate that one. I think I got distracted because of the cry and moving the cry into the lower eyelid. So let me just do that. Again. Let's just do that again. We'll take this weld tier. Hi, Nadia. I know. My kitty's just like, it's almost dinner time, mother. You're correct. My kitty child. All right. Make sure that one's in. I know. Could you guys hear her? The noise gate might be keeping her out. Okay. I do like the idea of the weld tier following the lash line, so that makes me happy. I'm saving again. I'm saving again. Okay. So I know where I need to be, at least. Next step is the iris roll or what have you. So progress is being made, even though my computer's been acting a little strange. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm going to save again. I'm going to save again. So yeah, a lot of progress was made today. I made a bunch of toggles for James here. I set up the tiers fading in and out. We got the frenzy arms. So when I get to his arms, he's got the up arms and the down arms. So that'll be a lot of fun to figure out. The shock expression, anger, eyes, his frenzy eyes, and shock and dull, and oh yeah, and the outfits. I say outfits, but his outfit and the changes of which are involved. Like the jacket. We got jacket. We got collar. You can't really tell, but collar gets loose and then ties back up, and the vest. The open mode and the closed mode. Yes. That was a lot of progress. And of course, the eye. The eye can close, and the eye has a smile form. And honestly, this smile form, I'm so stupid proud of this smile because it's so fucking cute. I really like how it came out. And not only that, the transition between the two, really cute. Really happy about that. So, we're saving again. We're saving again before the program can crash. I'm going to end it here, guys. With it crashing as much as it does, I'm like, okay. Message received. Live 2D. Yes, yes, yes. Save again. Save again. Okay. We'll go to physics settings because I love this mode as well. I love the posing mode. Well, if this isn't the most cursed thing I've ever seen. I love posing. I need to turn the toggles off so that they're not included in the posing. Here's all the hard work today. Feast your eyes on all of my hard work. That's there. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your advice, Lampy. Truly, I really, really appreciate that. So thank you so much. Been playing Monster Hunter with some people and it's been nice. Oh, nice. Playing games with friends is always the best. They look cool. I think it's hard not to look at it and laugh. It's just how silly / cursed it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, this is today's progress. Beautiful. Well done, I say to myself. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today as I continue my live 2D journey. I want to make sure I give another shout out to Honolulu. Thank you for raiding me and sharing your community with mine. That is very heckin' kind and sweet. Guys, if you've been watching and you're curious of how the live 2D journey starts from start to finish, please consider giving me a follow. Not only will I be rigging this model in its entirety, but I have 2 other models that I have the art all ready for that'll be rigging after this one. So it's a lot of rigging, it's a lot of learning, and your support is very much appreciated. It is beautiful. Well done. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I will be posting this VOD to YouTube. So if you're curious where I started with this, because I also drew all these models on stream as well, you could check all the VODs out on my YouTube channel where I store all of my VODs. Follow me there. I'd really appreciate it, as it helps my channel grow and it helps others find my channel as well. Currently this week, I am planning to stream again tomorrow at the exact same time, noon PT, if you want to catch the next stream and see if I can, you know, run live 2D smoothly without it crashing. We'll see. We'll see. But I will be live again then. I am usually live in the evenings on Mondays and Wednesdays. So if you want to keep up with my streaming schedule and what the heck I'm up to, please follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, or join the Discord as I update all of those places pretty heckin' regularly. Yeah. Also on the Discord, we have a community Minecraft server, which is a lot of fun. I haven't been able to be on it for a little while because I've been so busy with the holidays, but it is a lot of fun on there and we'd love more people to join us. So if Minecraft interests you, we'd love to have you. Yeah, so that pretty much covers everything, guys. So if you hang out with me for just a moment longer, I keep tripping over my words. We're gonna go on a raid. So here are the raid messages to copy paste. Be ye subbed or not subbed, whichever works best for you. Hi, Blame. Hi, how's the heck going? How's the heck going? Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, copy paste whichever message works best for you, as I like to spread the love here on my heckin' channel. It's true. Ooh. Oh, I don't know if this person is ending stream yet, but we're gonna raid them because I think they're awesome. Hee 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 hee. So we'll get that underway. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending stream, but I'm glad that you stopped by. I'm off this week. I'm off work, so I'm just like I'm streaming earlier. Hee 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 hee. All right, guys, we're gonna go right into Pengy_EXE, talented artist. And they're currently doing tarot, it looks like. So let's go over there. Let's say hi. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your evening. If I don't see you before, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for more rigging. Until then, goodbye, everyone. Take care.